SAT math people. Today we're going to do a rate problem. Okay, let's do some math. Susie went on a trip of 120 miles, traveling at an average of X miles per hour. Several days later, she returned over the same route at a rate that was 5 miles per hour faster than her previous rate. If the time for the return trip was 1/3 of an hour less than the time for the outgoing trip, which equation can be used to find the value of X? Okay, so what I did was set up a table. Anytime you can set up a table or draw a picture, that's going to really help. So we know that rate times time equals distance. And we have the outgoing rate and the return rate. So that's what the O and the R stand for. The first rate is X miles per hour, takes 120 divided by X hours, which is 120 miles. We're going 120 miles. And I put in yellow at the top right under my picture here. M miles divided by miles per hour is equal M times the reciprocal of the denominator, which is hours over miles. So that is equal to hours. So the units check out. I always like to check the units. And then several days later, she returned over the same route at a rate that was 5 miles per hour faster. So we're going to say the rate is X plus 5. And the time is going to be 120 over X plus 5 hours is equal to 120 miles. Now, what we're looking for is an equation that can be used to find the value of X. Okay, so X is miles per hour. That's the rate. But we have X in terms of time. So what we can do here is we can say that 120 over X hours in the blue there, the first time there, minus 1/3 because the return trip was 1/3 of an hour less than the time of the outgoing trip. So you take the outgoing trip, subtract 1/3, and you get the return trip, which is 120 over X plus 5. Unfortunately, that's not one of the answers, but it's pretty darn close. So let's add 1/3 to both sides. And we get 120 over X equals 120 over X plus 5 plus 1/3, which looks just like D, and D is the answer.